Afternoon. We are live from KoJack's in Midland, Texas. Bringing to you a $10 on the button PLO game. It is the newest attraction on Tuesday afternoons at KoJack's Poker Club. And 1,000 minimum buy-in, 3,000 max buy-in, 4-card high action from the hottest place around. And as the table fills in, it's going to be filling in as we get going. We got started a little early, but we wanted to bring some news to you out in West Texas and beyond. We've got a 3-club mystery bounty tournament coming up. That's right. 3 clubs, KoJack's, CCC, and the River League teamed up, bringing you a $240 entry, $120 permanent re-entry mystery bounty tournament. There's going to be 10 flights of this, but one lucky winner is going to walk out with a $10,000 mystery bounty. Also, if you play the tournament on the day 3 of the tournament, this Sunday, we're going to have 5 drawings for $1,000. And just so you know, these are all of our flights. It starts on the 12th, the 13th. We have 2 flights on Saturday, the 14th. 1 flight on Sunday, the 15th. And then we repeat it 1 more week after that. On the 19th, we come back with Flight F. The 20th, Flight G. The 21st, we have 2 flights at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. And on the 22nd, we have our final flight at 3 p.m. You'll get 20,000 starting stacks. Day 1 is 20-minute blinds, but when you make it over to day 2, that's when blinds go up to $30. And look right there in the middle of the screen. If you double bag, you get to carry both of those bags forward. If you triple bag, if it's bigger than one of your other double bags, you carry your best 2 bags forward. But if you triple bag, you get that $500 cash bonus. If you quadruple bag, you get that $1,000 bonus. So the mystery bounty tournament is going. So we got 5-way action here. Flop comes out 4-6-7. That's 4-5-7. 2 pair for Kelly. Playing around 3-4-5, 3-3-4-5 sitting in Joey's hand. And a lot of spades just got mucked. So we are now heads up. Joey versus Kelly. Jack of spades on the turn. All those spades, wish they would not have folded. That really did not improve anyone's hand. And a 10 of hearts on the river, so 2 pair, 57 in Kelly's hand is going to pull in $320. So if you're just joining us live, it is a $10 on the button PLO high only. We've got a pretty good lineup sitting at the table already, and we're going to have more joining in. We've got Miss Carrie, seat 1. Joey sitting right next to her in seat number 2. Kelly sitting in seat number 5. Joni, seat number 7. Daryl, seat number 8. Mike Svoboda sitting in seat number 9. And Mr. Robert Worsham sitting in seat number 10. So it's going to be some juicy action. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, at KoJack's, anytime you have 2 cards, it's hard enough not to call when everybody else at the table is. But let's go ahead and throw 4 cards in there, and there's not going to be a whole lot of folding. As you can see, 10 on the button, Joey V, who just won a tournament up in Fort Worth at Poker House Fort Worth. Won first place in their tournament, brought home, I think, $8,000-ish. Brought it back to West Texas, and he's not planning on passing it out to anybody out at the table. So we're going to start this hand with a $10 straddle. There's the final card thrown out. Kelly's going to look down. She's probably going to muck this if she knows what's good for her. But most of the time we don't know what's good for her. Good for us all. Joni doesn't have a whole lot more to play. Daryl lets it go. Looking down at Mike. Mike's got Jack 10 3 deuce. Sorry, that's Robert's hand. Mike's got ace queen. I would have thought he would have raised at that point. He just called the 20. Carrie's looking down. She's got a lot of hearts. Carrie likes to splash around in a lot of pots. That's what makes her so incredibly dangerous at this point. And Joey's just going to check his option there. We've got 3 queens out, 1 ace, diamonds, hearts, and spades in each other's hands. Flop comes out, king of hearts, 8 of spades, 10 of hearts. That's a great flop for Carrie. However, she cannot feel too confident drawing with the 9 high flush. However, she does have a backdoor draw sitting in with that. She's got 79. That gives her an open-ended straight draw. If she, 7-9 queen, she hits a jack or a 6. She is floating or a heart. So we're going to be heads up with Joey. Joey's got that king, queen, 10. He's got top 2 pair. Turn card comes out a jack. And that does give Carrie the straight, but Joey's not dead. He's still got a 21% to pull in this hand. Any ace, any 9, nope, 9 splits it. Any ace gives it to him. Any king, any 10 gives him the check mark. Carrie throws out $100. It's a call, and there's the ace, and that's the check mark on Joey. That's no heart, and that's not what Carrie wanted to see. Carrie's gonna, sorry, Joey is first to act. He's gonna have to bet it. Nothing else got there. He's got the queen 10. So he says $380, and I think Carrie's going to check him down. She's got the 7, 8, 9, 10 jack. She does make the call. She says, do you have queen 10? And you can see in her eyes, she knew that he had it, but she had to double check just on her own to see if it was there. So we talked about the mystery bounty for a few minutes, but let's go ahead and talk about something different. Mystery bounty is happening this coming Thursday is when it starts. But this is what we're talking about. This is what's 2 years in the making. This is what everyone's getting excited about. KoJack's Poker Club presents the Permian Basin Poker Series. So if you're logged into Poker Atlas, you'll see ads floating all around the United States on Poker Atlas. We are advertising this big because it's going to be big. We've got $100,000 in guarantees, but you know how we roll here in Texas. We guaranteed $20,000 in the high roller last week, and $59,000 showed up in the prize pool. First place was what we were guaranteeing. Things in Texas, especially West Texas, are just bigger than everywhere else in the United States. So we're guaranteeing $100,000. Our main event has 40,000 guaranteed. So these are the events that we're going to be having. All the little red dots that you see on the right-hand side are going to be the live streams, but we're going to start off with a deep stack freeze out on Tuesday, October 1st. $5,000 guaranteed, just a $360 entry. And I'll tell you some of my sights into the future. I'll tell you what I'm thinking on some of these. On Wednesday, the 2nd, we're going to have a level of each. No more goodbye round of each. Hello, level of each. So if you specialize in Hold'em or PLO high, then you'll get an entire level to play your action. And then on your weaker game, you can just kind of sit back and wait for the big hands. On Thursday, the 3rd, we have our $200 entry, $50 bounty tournament. Every player you do KO, you do get a bounty chip from them worth a $50 bill. Then coming up on Friday with 2 flights, Saturday on 2 flights, and Saturday 3 flights, 1 turbo. And then on Sunday, day 2, is our mini main. Mini main has $20,000 guaranteed in that tournament. Entry fee is going to be $200. Then on Monday, we're going to keep our free roll in there. It's going to become part of our series. That free roll is going to actually have a little swap to it. It's going to have a level change with bomb pots, and there's $2,000 guaranteed in that. We'll come back to that in just a few minutes. Flops out, Jack 5, 4, 2 clubs, turn card of 5, pairs up the board, looking for jacks, 4s, or 5s. I don't see anybody with a 5, nobody with jacks, and I think Joey, Kelly, and Joni are all in about the same spot. Joni does have the nut flush draw, but it's not too great when the board is paired. It shrivels up just a hair, $260 set in the pot, and a king of diamonds on the turn. And believe it or not, welcome to KoJack's, Joey's pair of 4s in his hand. His 9-4 is what's going to play on this board. He's going to have 2 pair, 5s and 4s with a 9 kicker, and that's the best that out of 4 hands that we can manage to gather up. Holy cow. So if you're joining us, welcome out to 10 on the button, PLO high. Where is everybody from in the chat? Let me know. Type it in. Let me know who you think is going to go felt first. I would love to hear who you think. I know who I think, but I would love to hear what you have. And you see Joey right here. He flips over his 9-4 and he says, there's no way that's good. For $260, 9-7-4-3 is a winner chicken dinner only at KoJack's. And you see Kelly sitting there laughing about it. Cannot believe that just happened. So as the dealer's shuffling up and dealing, we'll go back to week number 2 of the Permian Basin Poker Series. So we're going to start it off with a $2,000 guaranteed free roll bomb pot tournament. Every level change, there's going to be a bomb pot. So quick way to build up that stack. Then on Tuesday, we're going to have a single rebuy no limit hold'em tournament. $240. Not quite a freeze out, but not quite a re-entry tournament. You get 1 second chance. Then on Wednesday, we had the high roller last week, guaranteed $20,000, and we brought in $59,000. We're going to have the Permian Basin Poker Series high roller, guaranteeing $20,000, but I'm going to go ahead and throw my guesstimation out here. My guesstimation is we're going to hit right around $74,000, and that falls right in par with all the other Permian Basin Poker Series tournaments that we have. We are going to have players coming in for town, so make sure you start saving up for that. Then on Thursday, October the 10th, 10-10, it's time to 5-card Hyatt. We've got the Big O Championship. It's got $10,000 guaranteed. And let's flip back. We'll come back for the main event in just a moment. So we got Joey, ace of hearts, deuce of hearts, 10-5, just fillers. Kelly's got a pair of sevens with 95, suited in diamonds. And Robert's got 10-8-3-3 with diamonds. He's the diamond drawer, but nobody's got sixes or a 4. I do see 5-7, so Kelly's got the up and down, but that's, once again, that's a hard drawing hand once the board's paired. No flush draw on the board. Everybody's got backdoor that's left in the hand, and that's what I'm talking about. Backdoor for Joey with hearts, jack on the turn. Nobody still picked up a pair. Kelly's the only one that has a pair of sevens. If you're sitting at home and you're ready to play, look at this. Aggression takes it. Joey bets $55. Kelly's sevens goes in the muck. She doesn't know that was the best of the best of the best, and that's why poker's not gambling. Poker is a game of skill. Joey read weakness there. Joey acted on it, and next thing you know, Kelly's cards go in the muck. But let's go to Friday, October the 10th. That's the main event championship here in the Permian Basin Poker Series at KoJack's Poker Club. That is going to be Flight A, and if you looked right to the right of that, $40,000 guaranteed, $480 entry, you get 30,000 chips. But check this out, $480 entry, $240 to re-enter that tournament. That's the best part about it. Once you get in it, you're in it to win it. It is less expensive to re-enter it. $40,000 guaranteed. We're going to have 5 flights. I had to count that up real quick. 5 flights, with that Flight E being a turbo flight. So if you notice on the mini and the main, we have a final chance turbo at 10 p.m. on Saturday nights on each of those. So this is what you're not going to want to miss. If you get in there, why not try to get a bigger bag for half the price? And then on Sunday, October 13th, this is the end of the Permian Basin Poker Series. We're having something that we don't normally have. We're having a $1,000 free roll, 0 entry. You saw that last week. We had a $10,000 zero entry free roll, and Zeke Sandoval pulled that in after a chop, won $2,800. And Art from over in Odessa, Texas, our sister club KoJack's, pulled in second place in $2,000. But we're having a 0 entry, $1,000 free roll to anybody who participated in the Permian Basin Poker Series. Now, that all you got to do is show up, play an event, then you can come play a free roll. Why not, correct? Back to the action, 5-way action, 2 spades on the board, and Kelly is the only one that has spades, has the third nut draw with 10-3, but she does have 3 spades in her hand, and 2 other spades are out, 4 spades and queen of spades. Joni, however, has king, queen, 10-6, top 2 pair in her hand. I don't see her going anywhere. So once you're joined in, type in, talk back with me. It's a lot easier when we have conversations. Come converse with me. Let's see what's going on. Where you at? Where you from? Did your favorite sports team win? Did your favorite college team win? So I'll go ahead and throw this out there. Cowboys are the best team in the nation. No other team stands aside when compared to them. Joni just picks up 2 pair, and that gives Kelly the up and down straight draw. Any 8, 9, or ace or spade. Wow, she's got the world. And there it is. She picks up a 7. She's got the flush draw, $300 in the pot. Kelly's got $1,025 in her hand. Started with $1,200, so she's down about $175, and she throws $25 out there. And Joni says, nope, I fold. I know what you got. You got 3 spades in your hand. That's a 6-card flush. Mr. Thomas Bowden. Hey, how about you come up here to KoJack's? You jump in this booth with me, and you commentate with me, and I'll comp you some free time. Sitting here in the room, looking at the door, and a menu just slides under the door. The wonderful Miss Brittany's wanting to make sure we're fed, and she just slides a menu under the door to Texas Burger, and I'm feeling some steak fingers tonight. Ooh. She slid it under the door to be clever because the door was locked. Oh, Thomas, go ahead and throw in the towel quick. Come up here and commentate. Start your new career. And Basil, you're right. Diamond Boy, go Cowboys. Super Bowl bound, baby. I know we say it every single year, but we got some work to do. But that Cowboys D looks super, super strong. Thomas, you about ready to play some games, man? I haven't been on in a couple weeks. Work's been pretty tough. It's been a lot of fun though. So you look around the hands. We got pair of sevens, pair of eights, pair of sixes, pair of jacks sitting over in Svoboda's hand. But we got a lot of suited connectors: hearts, diamonds, clubs, and diamonds. And I like Daryl's hand. 7, 6, 6, 4, double suited, and double straight draws. And he's also got the quad 6 draws. Oh no, Robert destroyed that with a 6 in his hand. Kelly doesn't have much to work with, has diamonds, and Svoboda has jacks with clubs. And we're going to be 7-way action going to the flop. $280 in the pot. Welcome to KoJack's, where it gets real. Flop comes out ace of clubs, king of spades, 8 of clubs. 3 players have clubs in their hands. Joey's got the queen high flush draw. Daryl's got the 6 high flush draw. And Mike Svoboda has the jack high flush draw. And Carrie is leading out with her set of 8s. I think at this point right here, I'd feel better with a set than clubs because let's count them up. 2 on the board, 3 in Joey's hand, 2 right there. There's 7, 8 in Kelly's hand, 9, 10 in Mike's hand, 11 in Joni's hand. That leaves 2 other clubs out on the board, assuming they have not been mucked on the burn. Wow. I'd like to see something crazy like 4-5 come on the turn-in river and Joni win it with 3 deuce. She's not going to make that call of $280. That puts $840. Is Joni's chip count right? That puts $840 in the pot. Let's see if Joni's chip count is right. It says Joni has... No, Joni's chip count is definitely not correct. We fat-fingered that, and I think Chris is working on that right now. Yeah, it says Joni has $6,740 in her stack, and that is not quite correct. I think it's probably supposed to be around 1,300 maybe. I don't know. We'll get it corrected coming up in 15 minutes because we're just now correcting it on this side. So Carrie wins on the turn. An ace hits, and Joey just instantly lets it go when Carrie goes all in for $70. Oh, wait, he hadn't let it go yet. I'm just kidding. I saw Kelly get up, and I thought that was the end of the hand. But Carrie moves all in for $70 with the boats, 8's full of aces. And there's nothing. You see the check mark next to Carrie's name. There's absolutely nothing Joey can hit. But here's the problem. He's got to put that $70 in there. $910 in the pot. What if she's drawn? What if she's got queen 10? What if she's got 2 clubs, 2 spades? He's got to put it in. I don't see how he folds here. $70 for a chance to win $980. Bowden, what's your thoughts on that? Basil, what's your thoughts on that? What would Basil do? WWBD. What would Bowden or Basil do? And Joey does the right thing right there and Carrie very nicely. She's never been one to keep it a secret. She shows it. She says, you were dead from the rights. And go ahead and ship that $1,000 into my hand. $590 profit. And I'm with Bowden. Bowden, that's probably why I'm not playing. Is because when I look at odds like that, implied odds, I cannot let it go. I am not that good. I am terrible when it comes to implied odds. Yes, you're correct, Basil. I wouldn't fold. I would fold with 2 people making that bet right there. You and Carrie. Because y'all play the nuts. Now, if Bowden makes that $70 all-in bet, I might raise, even though it's me and him heads up. I'm going to say, hey, put your keys to the car on the board. You're making the bet. You're bluffing, Bowden. I'm calling that. And you are 1,000% correct. The price was just too great to call. I mean, too great not to call. $70, you're getting what? 12? You're getting 12 to 1 on your money. You got to make that call. Carrie's probably going to call this with King 8, Queen 8, double suited. H just did her well. So she's going to make the call at $10. Joey's not going anywhere. Probably going to raise it up, and he does to 50. Kelly's going in the muck. Robert's not going anywhere. He's just waiting on the cards to get to him. Only thing that's missing out of Robert's hand, I love pocket aces, you know, and PLO, unfortunately, if you don't hit an ace, it's no good. Somebody's probably got 2 pair in their hand. But I love to have pocket aces when you have double suited. If that was a 3 of spades, he would have double suited, the wheel, and the Broadway draw. That would have been absolutely spectacular. That's what you want to have at that point in time. Snap call, yep. And moving on around, Daryl, ace, king, 9, deuce. He's going to make the call of 50. Robert's 100% going to call 40. He's already on the button. Or he called on the initial go around of the 10. He's under the gun. Flop comes out, deuce of clubs, 10 of clubs, deuce of hearts. That's a whole lot of deuces for Daryl's hand. But that's also scary. However, he does have ace deuce, so that covers it up. Chances of someone holding that last deuce are not very great, just due to the fact that we do not have 9 players at the table at this point in time just yet. So if you're just now tuning in, welcome into KoJack's Live and little 10 on the button action coming to you. 1,000 min buy, 3,000 max, or 70% of the big stack. And in this hand, we're tied up $370 in the pot. We got Joey V just won a big tournament in Fort Worth at Poker House Fort Worth versus the ever so dangerous Daryl Hopkins. And Daryl grabs out $2 and 2 cows and a calf. That's $250. You coming in to join in?
I might sit down for 1 second.
All right. And here we go. Joey makes the call. 4 hearts on the turn and 10 on the river. And what do you know? The 10 on the river solidifies it. Joey's now got a full boat, 10 rowing with 4s, and Daryl's got nothing but ace deuce. He knows it's no good. Joey's about to pound the pot. Every chip he carries across the line is going to be bet. So that's $870. Bets the full pot.
Joey paddling with those 4s. I like it.
Yes, I like it a lot.
I'm just going to sit here for one hand.
Oh, he's just getting a little bit of action. Joined
Just
in the
what
room
it
by
takes.
Chase, and Daryl knows that Joey's not capable of bluffing, and he shows the 10 and says, the deuce, what am I supposed to do here? I can't go any further. So once again, we got some big tournaments coming up. We've got the 3-club mystery bounty tournament, and we've got the Permian Basin Poker Series coming up. So over the course of the next 2 weeks, we've got 10 flights of this. Best 2 bags forward, triple bag 500, quad bag $1,000. $1,000. You're going to want to make sure you double bag in that. And in that, just so you know, first entry is $240. After that, it's permanently $120 to make you holler. Have a chance at that $10,000 bounty. And even if you participate in the tournament, do not make it to day 2 or day 3. Come play some cash at any of the clubs, and your name is automatically in the hat. We're going to be doing 5 drawings, $1,000 each. And on top of that, coming up, I think just 2 weeks after that, October 1st through October the 10th, the boys are back in town, and that means the Permian Basin Poker Series is headed back to KoJack's. Over $100,000 is going to be up for grabs. This is something you're not going to want to miss out on, just like this game right here. Heads up action, $70 in the pot. Carry 10, 8, 6. Top and bottom pair right there. Joey, ace, 8, 7. Joey flops the joint. And Kelly's got ace, queen, 5, 4. Not much she can do after this. She's going to let it go. And action is going to be over to Joni. Gone. Robert, oh, they're doing a single board bomb pot is what they're doing. I was trying to figure out how that flop was out there. What the heck is going on? So everybody tosses in 10. Single board PLO bomb pot, probably the cheapest you're going to get to see a flop on this table today. A deuce of clubs on the turn, and Joey keeps firing. Carrie's looking for a 10, a 6, or a deuce. She's now 3 paired up. She's got 6 outs, assuming nobody else is folding one. We see a deuce in Joey's hand, so she's got well, even less than that, and that is no good to her. And check, check. Joey's going to pull in $450. All right, all right. So we got Joni's chip stack updated. It's going to be updating in just a couple of minutes. So once again, if you're joining in, $10 on the button, PLO high only, 1,000 minimum buy-in in the saltiest, juiciest club around. The only one that compares with us in Midland, Odessa is our sister club, CCC. Over at CCC over in Odessa, they're going to be participating in the Mystery Bounty Tournament. And you can play any flights over there. Flights run at the exact same time as at KoJack's and at the River League over in San Angelo, Texas, where Lake Nasty Water is. If you've never been there, you know what it's, or if you've ever been there, you know what it smells like. But over at Celebrity Card Club in Odessa, they've got their infamous, always huge free roll running. Right now, they have 33 entries registration. If you're in Odessa, you better get your butt up and hurry over there. They got 28 minutes. They guarantee $1,000, but the prize pool is always between 3, 4, sometimes 5, and it gets even crazier at 6,000. They've also got one table of No Limit Hold'em running over at Celebrity Card Club in Odessa. If you're out in Midland and you like PLO, this is your game. We've got a couple seats open. There is one table of this running, 6 more people on the wait list, but if you're here and the seat's open, you get that seat first. We've also got 2 5 on the button No Limit Hold'em tables, and just about to open up 1 2 No Limit Hold'em. So action in West Texas is flying. It's ready to go. Over at the River League, they've got the crazy pineapple tournament running, and they've also got a table of 1 3 No Limit Hold'em. So if you're looking for poker, KoJack's, CCC, and the River League is your remedy. It is ready to rock and roll. And here we go, back to action. We are 3-handed. Flop comes out 7-5-8. Turn card a queen, and Kelly is in the lead with Queen 7. And Kelly is no longer in the lead on the river. Jack 10 of Joey's. He's finding those joints, and he makes another one. Joey has $240 in his stack. I'll show you the stacks once Joni's stack does get fixed. And Kelly does make the call. Oh, I see why now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She's got the little straight in there. So she's got the 10 high straight. Joey's got the jack high straight, and Joey's pulling in $720, $410 profit. Look at the VPIP on this. When you're playing at KoJack's, you know the VPIPs are always going to be high. The more you raise it, the more people want to call. Joey is the biggest winner at the table right now. He is up $1,440, and that matches his VPIP 77%. Let's look over at the win percentages. And on the wins, Joey's up 1440. This is an error on Joni's chip stack that will be corrected in just a few moments. But Joni's down 280 for her original entry. So we have one player that's in the green at the table. Tell me it's not going to be like this all night long. That would be wild and crazy, kids. But once again, we are at KoJack's Poker Club, and if you've ever played here, you know the action is the wildest in the world. Moving on around to hand numero 11. I had to think about how to say 11 in Spanish. Kelly looks down at the King Jack, the patent house hand, KoJack 97. She cannot play that, though. Next up is Miss Joni. She's got 6643, double suited and double straight draws and double straight flush draws. It's really hard to hit a straight flush. Not in PLO, though. The odds are a little bit better. Carrie looks down, Queen Jack, 30 deuce. Joey, 88-54, double suited himself, spades and diamonds. So we got 88-54 and we got 66-43 double suited. I like that. Pair of tens in Daryl's hand. He raises it up to $30 and looks like he's going to get possibly 5 calls. $130 in the pot. And I think we're making on Joni. We're waiting on Joni to make the call, and here it goes. She calls. She's going to get a Nickelback. I wonder if that's where Nickelback got their name. But 5-way action, $150 in the pot. Flop comes out. Jack of hearts, 6 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds. And just like that, Joni flops the boat. 6s with 4s carrying the backpacks. She's looking to dodge an 8, a 10. So Joey's going to stay in the pot because he's got a 4 also and the diamonds. He's looking for actually a 7 of diamonds for that straighty flush. We hadn't seen one of those on the table yet. I'd love to see that. I don't think Daryl can make the call here. He's going to let it go. So Joey bets out $120 into $150. Joni makes the call. That's an easy fold for Daryl. Mike's cards are already gone, and I think Carrie's going to be just as far gone. So we're going to be heads up, 7 up, Queen of Diamonds on the turn. Joey gets the check mark. Oh, I said Joni has a boat. Holy cow. Joni did have a boat if you could play 3 cards. I was trying to figure that out. How did Joni not do it? Oh, my gosh. I am a rookie, and I am so sorry about that. Joni's got a set of 6s. Joey's got a flush, 8, queen high with an 85 set in his hand. I just learned how to read a board. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I was not even paying attention, and I am upset that the chat did not call that out fast enough. Wowzers. But just like that, Joey picks up a big hand, and Joni takes a little hit to her stack. She's now down $400. And you're right, Francisco. This boy is on fire. If my voice would let me, I would sing it for you. And look at the chip stacks. Remember, don't pay attention to Joni's. It's about to be updated. She does not have $6,000. She's got a little under $1,000 in there. I would say around $670 in there. But Joey just dominating the table. Bought in for $1,000, up $1,680. Continuing his run good from Poker House in Fort Worth. And ladies and gentlemen, this boy's on fire. Joni's going to look down. She's playing this hand 100%. The only question is will she raise it? She's got 2 straight draws. She's got pocket aces. She's double suited, diamonds and hearts. Love it. Daryl's probably going to follow right along. He's got 10 in his hand. Oh, she raised it. He called the 10. He said, I'm calling you anyways, girl. Raises it up, bets the pot, $30. Daryl makes the call. Mike Svoboda makes the call. He's getting a little splishy splashy there with queen 6 deuce. Robert lets it go, and here goes hot as hell Joey reaching his hands in the pot. Why not play any hand, right, Frank? So he's in the pot. Jack 9, 7, 4, single suit. Not much to do in that hand. Couple straight possibilities. Out of all of these, I am absolutely in love with Joni's hand. Flop comes out. 6 of hearts, 4 of hearts, king of spades. Joni's got the nut flush draw. Nobody else has hearts. Anybody have 5, 7, 8, 3, 5, 7, 8, 3? Don't see that in anyone's hand. However, Mike's flopped a set of 6s, so this is going to be a battle between Joni and Mike. $270 is already in the pot. Joey is making that call. He's getting a little splashy. 4, 7, 9. He's not ready to let it go yet. It's going to be crazy. I mean, the way the cards have been slapping him across the face, I wouldn't have left either. King on the turn, and better believe this, nobody has a king in their hand. And this is a point where Joey's on fire. If he fired out a pot bet right there, it's his, and he's walking home. 10 of diamonds, or 10 of spades on the turn, and that is boat. 6 is full of kings. King's doing the strutting. 6 is doing the walking, and he's got the check mark. But Joni throws out some money, honey. She's got 2 pair of aces and kings with a 6 kicker. And Mike is going to make the call with the winning hand just because he can't take a chance just in case somebody has king 6, king 4, king 10, pocket 10s. He doesn't want to give up too much equity on that, and he does pull in $410 in the pot. Profit. And just like that, we do have, no, we don't. I'm just kidding. It's just about to update. I forget that we're 10 minutes in arrears, and so we're not just quite caught up just yet. Don't forget, though, talking about fun, we've got the mystery bounty. I know y'all have all seen it a couple times, but just in case anybody new is getting into the room, mystery bounty, $240 entry, $120 permanent rebuy. One of those bounties is guaranteed to be at $10,000. We're going to have 5 drawings, and we've also got 10 flights. So if you can't make it out to one of them, you know, say flight A, you've definitely got B through J to make it out. Final table is going to be Saturday, September the 29th, 3 p.m. start. But we're also going to have some Friday festivities the 28th. So get ready. Going to have some food in the club. Going to have a Calcutta running. We're just going to have a GOT, good old time. So get ready for some action. Once again, that's the mystery bounty. It does start this Thursday, September the 12th. Today's the 10th. It starts September the 12th at 6 p.m. You're going to want to grab your bags early so that you can focus on quadruple bagging. Because look at it this way. Entry fee is $240. If you buy in, you bag. You come play Flight B for $120, you bag. That means you get to join those two together. So you're in for $360. You play Flight C, you bag. You're in for $480. That's $480. You just triple bagged. You got $500 back. So you just got $20. We just handed you $20 plus all your chips. If you come play the next flight, that is going to be $600 cost. And now you're pulling in $1,000. I mean, there's no reason in the world not to triple bag this tournament. It's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be, I'm going to say it this way. It's going to be balls to the wall action. So you may as well get ready to go. Flop comes out, king of clubs, ace of clubs, deuce of spades, 4 of hearts, and Daryl's got the best of it with his pair of jacks. Joni can't really call too much, and we do have stacks updated correctly now, so we'll go back to this win percentage because the stacks are finally right. We got Santa Claus in the back. He fixed it 15 minutes ago. It just showed up on ours. Joni's got $430 in her stack. She's down $570 is what she's down. Daryl bought in for $2,000. He's down. Robert down $240. Kelly's down $40. She's playing tight as can be. Both Mike and Joey are in the green. Profit takers. They pull in the profit, and Joey is up $1,610. Can you believe it? Can you not believe it? Who is going to be the first to felt on this table? Joni's game VPIP. Look at this. Ain't nobody at the table less than 53%. 3 players, Joni, Carrie, and Robert. All 3 sitting at 53%. Then you got Mike, Daryl, Kelly, 61%. And then you got hot as hell Joey sitting there up $1,610, sitting with a 76% VPIP. I bet you he plays this hand. Can't even see the card. Oh, yeah, he's 100% playing this hand. He didn't even raise it. I'd have raised that. You're running hot. You take advantage of it. 6-way action, pair of 6s, pair of 10s, pair of 8s, a lot of diamonds, a lot of clubs, a lot of hearts, and a lot of diamonds, yeah. You got king, queen, and diamond sitting in Robert's hand. Daryl's got jack 10, 8 with a 8 kicker. Flop, how many times do we say it? You got a pair in your hand, you hit the flop, you just smack the flop. Flop comes out 4-8 ace. Skittles on the suits. Daryl flops a set of aces, or set of 8s. The only thing that he's looking to dodge is an ace. Only person that has an ace at the table is Joey, but that single ace by itself is no good. Joey leads out with $40, and look at this. Daryl says, nope, cow and a calf. If you don't know what cow and a calf is in West Texas, a cow is a $100 bill. A calf is half of a cow. It's $50. So Daryl throws out a cow and a calf, raises up Joey's original bet of $40. And he's got a decision to make here. $110 call. He's up $1,600. It's not a horrible call, but what you're looking at in his hand, he's got ace, jack, deuce, 6. He's essentially calling to hit a runner card where he can possibly hit a club or a straight draw, because ace, jack is no good at this point. Joni's got the best hand in poker, 5-3 sitting down, and she's going to let it go. And, wow, Joey actually folded. It looked like he was pulling out the calling chips, and he folded. Daryl pulls it in. Daryl is now 460 down. He's got some work to do to get back to even, but he is a grinder. He's one of those grinders. He'll get there. So if you're in the chat, I want to know who you think the first person to bust will be. Let me know who the first bust on this table will be. And by bust, I mean first person to either have to rebuy or get up and leave at the table. And if you're paying attention to chip stacks, Joni's only got 380 left in her stack, but I don't think she's going to be the first to bust. Joni can hold on to chips like a Eskimo and a jacket. Speaking of, she's always cold, always got her little sweater on there. Svoboda just makes that call. 40 gets raised up by Joey. Run hot Joey. Ace, king, 8 of clubs, queen of hearts. Mike's got ace, king, 10, 2 hearts, nut heart draw with an 8, and Carrie's got 9, 8, 5, 3. Those are the ones that get dangerous when you get in there. Flop comes out 5 of diamonds, 7 of diamonds, 10 of diamonds. So, and that's why they're dangerous. Carrie flops the open-ended straight draw. And bet and call $120 in the pot. Turn card comes up. Whoa, that went way fast. We got to see the future before it happened. A 3 on the turn and a jack on the river. Carries 98, makes it straight. She throws out a $50 bill. Sorry, 75. No call, no call. I hate to say it, Red Taco's the first to rebuy. I think you may be right. But look at this. She's not even at the table, so you can't pick on her. She's smart. She's keeping her chips. So you better get your votes locked in first. I just heard behind me in live time how much is she adding. So we know somebody. We know it's a she that's adding. So get ready. That leaves Carrie, Joni, or Kelly that's adding on. Now the question is, are they adding on or are they bust? Carrie looks down at ace, 6 of diamonds, king 10 fillers for the Broadway draw. Joey looks down at ace of clubs, naked club, 99 deuce in his hand, 2 diamonds. Kelly, jack 10, the basil in her hand with a 30 deuce sitting behind spades. Joni's got 3, 5, 6, 7. Lets it go. Daryl does make the call with ace, queen, 8, 7, no flush draw. Mike makes the call and Robert, so we're going to be 6-handed going in the flop. $60 makes you holler in the pot. 10-9 deuce, 10-9 deuce on there. Joey flops a set of 9s. Man, this boy is on fire. He deserves some of these. Run hotter Joey. 3 stacks of green, 3 stacks of red, stack of black building on the top, and some reds to shuffle on the side. That's how you want to play poker right there. You want to have the chips, you want to have the chair, and you want some run good. Play good is always great, but it's also to get that run good. It feels good to have some extra cards. Mike does make the call with a king, queen, jack. He's looking for an ace, a king, a queen, a jack, any 8, any of those to make the straight. So 4 players do go on. $300 sitting in the middle now. There it is. Mike's got the straight king high still, and there's no chance for a flush on this. So Joey's looking for the board to pair. I don't think he's going to bet at this point because he knows too many hands, too many straights. Kelly showing off her professional shuffle, twist, and put back in. Robert's got the extreme low end of this. He's not going to make this call after Svoboda makes the call with the king high. Actually, just kidding. Svoboda didn't even make the call. Joey bet out with $75. Svoboda says, no, I'm pretty sure you have a set. And that's Joey shows one card. And then he shows that. But Mike says, I'm pretty sure you have a set. You're not drawing anymore, buddy. Maybe you have Jack 8. You're no good. I'm going to raise it up to $525, $450 to call. Joey's going to say La Vie, and he's going to jump on out. All right, got my mic adjusted on the other ear. Hopefully that cut off the airflow in here. And here we are already around to hand number 16. Setting about 7:20 on the clock. We do have about an hour, just under an hour left in the live stream. But remember, the streams don't, or the games don't end when the stream ends. That's when the games get super juicy. Three cash games up and running at KoJack's. And it's about to get salty as can be. We've been showing you all night long the mystery bounty coming up. We've also been showing you the amazing thing, the thing we've been looking forward to for the longest time in the world, and that's the Permian Basin Poker Series, making its return with over $100,000 in guarantees. Start saving up now. Start planning. Save the dates. Mark the calendar. We don't talk about Android users, but if you're an iPhone user, we love you here. And just push the button, say, hey, Siri, set me a reminder for October 1st that the games are about to begin, and I'm going to win all the events. If you've been around the Permian Basin Poker Series, the last one that we had, Kinsey went wild. Kinsey Smith won 4 of the 13 events, and he says he's going to do it again, so get ready to go. Robert flops the gut shot straight flush draw and king high flush draw. So if another diamond comes or spade comes on the board, he's in it. Joey can't not make this call. Ace, Jack, 10-10, $100 bet. He's going to have to let this one go. $150 in the pot. That's just too fishy. Looks like somebody already has 5-7. And that's so funny. I wish y'all could see this, but my watch just said, the games are about to begin, and I'm going to win all the events October 1st. So when I said, hey, Siri, my watch listened to every word I'm saying. So hopefully you had your phone close. I could catch the hey, Siri saying, funny thing when you hear a lot of gamers playing. Oh, there it says right there. It picked me up. But you see a lot of videos of gamers there. When you're playing Call of Duty, there's proximity chat, so you can hear the other players, and you hear Xbox turn off, and the opponent's Xbox turns off. I wonder if they've ever fixed that. So moving on around to hand number 17. Give you a quick update of the win-loss. Kelly is rock solid. Doing a quick horse race, what you see right here. No money changing hands, but we're getting our names up on the board. And this is the hourly horse race, so you'll see a couple more of these coming across. We'll pull it down. So what they're doing is they're horse racing for a spot on the Cowboys board, and each quarter this week is normally worth $250, but we had carryover, so it's $250. If you're here, you get all $250 cash playing during the Cowboys game, but if you're not, you get $100 cash and $150 carries over to the next week. So each quarter this next week is going to be worth $400. Well, you may be asking yourself this question: hey, the Cowboys play at 12 o'clock, KoJack's open at 2 o'clock. No, we were serious when we were told that we could create Charlie's board with the Dallas game. We were told that we could open at noon and have some fun. So here we go. This Sunday, KoJack's is opening up at noon. And, man, I wish I could get that on screen for you, but I wonder how quick I can go here. Let's do this. This is an old calendar right here. Let's remove it. We're going to go ahead and add an image. And we're going to call it image 4. We're going to browse for it, and I'm going to grab it. It should be image number 2. And there we go. So here you go. We're opening at noon on Sunday. Come watch the game. Come hit your squares. Come get in it to win it. You see the KoJack's football right there. Squares are going up every hour during cash games. We're doing a horse race. Anytime you hit quads, you get your name up on the board. We'll draw the numbers Sunday morning for the game. And if you're seated in your seat this Sunday, the squares are worth more money. Usually worth $250. This week, they're worth $400. So this is truly something that you do not want to miss. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. And it's going to be worth a whole lot of money. So get ready, get in it, and win some money. And come sit in. Wear your favorite jersey. We all know the best jerseys are the Cowboys jerseys, as Basil would say. Unfortunately, if you're a Houston fan, if you're a Jaguars fan, a Patriots fan, you can wear those jerseys too. We are non-discriminational at KoJack's. We won't kick you out. We won't pick on you. But just know that the Cowboys are going all the way to the Super Bowl. It is time. You know, we just wasted $70 million a season on Dak. He better show up or put out one or the other. It's time for the Cowboys to take it home. Hand number 18, already making its way around town. Excuse me. Got just a bit of a cold. Sorry about my voice, but we are still coming at you live, and it's going to cut in and out, so I'm sorry to say it. So if you're joining in the chat, give me something to talk about. Tell me what you've been doing this week. Tell me who you're pissed off at. Tell me who you're happy with. Tell me how much money you lost sports betting. Tell me something. Let's get some conversations going. Daryl's going to call this Ace Jack 7 Nut Hearts. He's probably going to raise this. And there it is. $40 pot bet. 10 on the button. One call from Joni. Pot it. 3x plus the trellin. That is all the action. Man, this flop right here would be nuts. If there was an ace and a 10 on it, that would not fill up, but that would put... oh, they folded the 10s. Impressive. Impressive. 10's not usually very good unless you flop a set and boat it up on them. So we got four-way action. Everybody around the table is going to make the call, including Miss Joni. That puts $160 in the pot. 4 players, $40. And ladies and gentlemen, be aware. Kelly is in a hand, and she is actually second place in it until now. Flop comes out 9-9 deuce, 2 spades. Kelly's in the drawing lead with a king-high flush draw. Daryl's got aces and 9s. He's in the statistical lead. So we're going to have Kelly and Daryl. Daryl leads out with 1 cow, 100. Kelly makes the call. No butchering cows today. A deuce on the turn. And just because you're holding a 9 or a deuce in your hand does not mean in PLO you have a boat. You have to have 92 in your hand at this point. So right now, aces are in the lead, and the river card is a 5 of clubs. Daryl gets the check mark. Kelly could win this with a big bet, but she's not going to do it. She's going to check it down. She's going to say, let me see what you have. I have ace king, and ace king is no good. 9-9, ace king 5. She gone, and Daryl pulls in $360, $220 profit. So if you're new to KoJack's Poker Club, we're located at 3209 West Cuthbert Avenue in Midland, Texas. The other thing that people know us by is we're that poker club right by a Who's. They know us by, hey, you're that juicy poker club where you can walk in with $500 and walk out with $13,000, $14,000, $20,000 cash, because the 5 on the button game here is insane action. It always trips me up when I see the dealer throwing out more than 4 cards, because so often we commentate on No Limit Hold'em, so it catches me off guard. I'm like, hey, you're dealing out too many. $30 starting. So it looks like we had 10 on the button. Daryl straddles it up. Sleeper straddles for 20. Joni was the first to fold, so the straddle is alive. Just like Frankenstein, he's alive. Carrie makes the call. Her hand looks so strong. Ace, queen, 10, 4 hearts. But it's really vulnerable, especially with hands like queen, 9, 8, 7. Super straight draws in those hands. Joni, not so much. Ace King 4-3. She's got to hit the Queen Jack 10 or the Ace or the 2-5-6. Robert's hand, not too shabby, 99.75. So we're going to be three-way action. Just kidding. Two-way action. What? Joey raised it up to $110, and that's the power of the chips. If you've ever seen Labyrinth, that's the power of the that's the power of the baby. Anybody in the chat seen the movie The Labyrinth? Chris, have you seen The Labyrinth?
Ever seen what?
The Labyrinth?
The original one?
Yeah, there's another one.
I think they were working on a remake, maybe?
You cannot outdo David. Was it David Bowie?
Yep.
Yeah, you can't outdo that. That movie was that was Jim Henson, right? Muppets. Yep, it was. That's a good movie. So if you're in the chat and you know some movie lines, throw them up in there. Let's see if you can stump me on a movie line. It's got to be a popular movie, and it's pretty much got to be a comedy or a horror, something like that. I know it. I watch a lot of movies. So here we go. Single board bomb pot on the dealer change. $10 per player. Looks like Joey's not there, so we are six-way action. Doing some quick math. Seven-way action. I don't know. Joey's not at the table, so it should be $60 in the pot. I don't think we could have taken it off, but we'll just correct his chip stack after this. But looking around, Ace Queen, Carrie flops Broadway. Nobody else with Ace Queen. Joni makes the call of 60, bet by Carrie. Joni's looking for hearts. 2, 3, 4. 4 hearts gone in other players' hands. 3 in hers. That makes 7, 8, 9. There's a few more. There's 4 more in the deck. She can find one, surely. Vatos Locos forever. Dude, that's short circuit. You can't even. Los Locos kick your face. Los Locos kick your balls into outer space. So Carrie's Ace Queen is going to hold it up. $370 shipping over to her. Joni's got 2 chips and a chair, but those chips are powerful chips. Those chips are $100. Joni gives that evil eye to Joey. Wow. And Joni throws some cash down on the table and says, "Let's get it on." And she's adding on to her stack. She's got 200 sitting in her stack right now. And it looks like she's adding on for maybe 500 or 600. What is that? Is it Cheech and Chong, Basil? I could have swore it was Vatos Locos Forever. Is it Cheech and Chong? Wrong, Charlie. Oh, so we get the... All right, Basil, you got to tell me the answer now. Get it up in there. I got some for you too, Basil. I got to see if you can get these right, or anybody in the chat. We got some free hour cards, and we'll get you a free hour if you can answer some of these in the chat. 7:30 p.m. Tuesday night. Okay, Basil, I give up. Chris, what movie is Vatos Locos Forever? I guarantee you I've seen it. I just cannot think of it.
Is it the movie with Blood In, Blood Out?
Is it Blood In, Blood Out? Maybe I get to ask you a question. I got to do the question asking. I didn't say stump Charlie. I said, let me stump you. Santa Claus knows everything. Chris, you were right. Props to that for Chris knowing that. Santa Claus knows everything. All right, Basil. What about this? Shut up. Just shut up. You had me at hello. What movie is that, Basil? 3 players going to the flop. Hand number 22. I like Svoboda's hand. Basil, you got to know what movie that is. You had me at hello. You know what movie that is. You can't answer 2 in a row, though, Chris. I'll give you one more hint, Basil. One more hint. Show me the money. Quan. That's what he calls money. Quan. If anybody in the chat knows that movie, I got a free hour for you. Free hour of cash play on the hook right here. I've seen it, Basil. I've seen it. I got it on Amazon. I bought it. I just didn't remember the line off of it. Show me the money, Basil. There it goes. Chris Murray is the... Well, shoot. I didn't know Chris was in the chat. He's going to get every one of these movies correct. So we got a free card for Chris Murray. Oops.
There's a button for this one. Are we going with Kelly? Thank you.
Show me the money, Chris Murray. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. First to answer. There we go. Stand up applause for Chris Murray. We're going to reply to that chat so we know we have it saved. Winner of a free daily and hour. We got more coming at you. We got more coming at you. We're going to have to go a little tougher than that. I didn't know Murray was in the chat. Yeah, so we're going to have to go super hard on that. Congratulations, Chris Murray. Thanks for joining in. I'm surprised to not see you at this table right here. You'd be running over these guys, wouldn't you, Daryl? Double suited and double paired. Daryl officially has 2 quad draws, 8s and 3s. It's always nice to have those. All right, coming up in about 3 minutes, I'm going to do another one of those free daily, free hours questions. See who can get it in the chat first. So we're looking like 5 way to the flop. $10 pre-flop action. Just waiting on the graphic to catch up. Show me the money. Flop comes out. Ace of diamonds, 9 of diamonds, 5 of clubs. Kelly's got the nut flush draw. Throws out $40, $35 to make you holler. And it's going fold, 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 fold. And it looks like Svoboda makes the call. So he's got 9s and 5s. The Dolly Parton. Now he's got a club draw and a... Nope, no straight draw. Just kidding. I was just seeing if you're paying attention. Kelly still firing away 75. That's 3 squirts. Cow's 100. Calf is 50. A squirt is 25. Buck and a squirt, 125. 75 is 3 squirts. Svoboda makes that call. He's got 2 pair. He's got 4 clubs. He's looking. He's fishing. He's not completely dead, though. He's in the favorite of the hand. And the river is a 5 of diamonds. Trouble card for Kelly. Completes her flush. However, Svoboda's got the boat. Dolly Parton style. If you could read her lips there. I wish we had the mics out on the table. If you could read her lips and look at Svoboda. Well, you see, the odds were that the Dolly Parton is always going to hit double D's on the river with the 5. Fills up my boat. And just like that, a stack of chips shipped over to Svoboda. And Kelly does take a hit to that stack. And she is now sitting down $450. Joey's down a little bit. He was up 16, a little over 1,600. Mike is creeping up, though, up 675. And everyone else at the table, down 100, down 200, down 300, down 450, down 845. So as you can tell, they're passing around chips. It looks like it's only going to 2 players right now. Only time will tell. Don't forget, this table is going to be running and open all night long. All night. If you're tuning in, you're going to have to listen to the chatter, listen to the chat. We're going to go ahead and turn that off and remind you, starting this Thursday, the 3-club Mystery Bounty Tournament. CCC, Celebrity Card Club, the TR, the River League, and KoJack's teaming up once again to bring you something big. And we're bringing it in the form of a $10,000 bounty chip guaranteed. The top 18 players in this tournament all are eligible. All you have to do is you knock out a player, you get to go get a bounty chip. You get their bounty chip. It's going to be in the form of envelopes, so you'll have to walk up to the counter. We'll hand you an envelope, and there, out of those 18 envelopes, you have a 1 in 18 chance of pulling a $10,000 bill. That is crazy. If you're not in it, it's going to be sick. And the crazy thing about this is you could finish first place in the tournament, and if you knock out the top 17 players, you're guaranteed to get a $10,000 bill. I love it. So all you got to do is sign up for the tournament, make day 2, make the final table, or make the top 18, knock out 17 players, and you get every single one of the bounty chips. But there are 10 flights in this, triple bag bonus of $500, quadruple bag bonus $1,000. Your best 2 bags will carry forward. So if you quadruple bag, one of them you have 100,000, 2 of them you have 13,000, and one of them you have 800,000. You get to carry the 2 biggest bags. So you're definitely going to want to be part of this. It starts this Thursday, September the 12th at 6 p.m. You can participate in any club in our 3 tri-club area, San Angelo, Odessa, and Midland, Texas. So here we go. 6 players to the flop. Flop comes out Jack 10, 6, 2 hearts. Kelly's got that 9 of hearts looking for the straight flush. However, Robert's holding that in his hand, and he's also got the 8 of hearts to go with that. He's got the nut flush draw. Ben's cheering on Carrie Shaver, a couple muscles, and some, I can't tell. Oh, it's the smiley face with the money in the mouth. Here we go. Robert throwing out a stack. Daryl bets $50 with King, Queen, 8, 6. That's a feeler bet right there. 110 in the flop. He throws out 50. Sorry, less than that. He throws out 50. Mike makes the call with the king high flush draw. This could be a big hand. And Robert Worsham, no time to waste, instantly raises it up $260. You're going to see a whole bunch of fold. Oh, my gosh. We've got the nut flush draw of hearts. We got the ace in one person's hand, the king in one person's hand, and the queen in one person's hand. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a big hand going right here. Joey makes the call, $260. Joey's got other outs, so he's got king, queen. He's got the Broadway draw with the hearts. Sabota's got the king high straight draw with the hearts. And look at that. That is knowing where you are in PLO. So we're now heads up $680 in the pot. This is about to become the biggest pot of the night, I bet. Turn card is a 4 of hearts. And just like that, 2 pair in Robert's hand goes to 80%. Robert's setting 4 to 5 to win this hand. And Robert says, ship it. If you're going to beat me, you're going to draw out on me. And he throws it in. And Joey's counting chips. Joey's got black chips in his hand. He knows he's got outs. He's got the king high flush draw, and he shows his hand. He hasn't folded yet. And there it is. It's crossed the line. That is a call, and all in and call, ladies and gentlemen. $2,000 pot, $2,000 pot. Are you ready? They may be running it twice. I'm not 100% for sure if they're running it twice. They might be running it twice. There's the first run. Queen on the turn and 7 on the river. Oh, they're running it 3 times. And 3 of spades on the river. So on the top, wow. So we're going to have 3-quarter action going here. It is wild and crazy at KoJack's. So there we go. Robert adding a whole bunch of new chips to his stack. Let's go ahead and get that updated. Chip stack win-loss. And let's see if Robert is out of the cellar. It's going to pop up in just a second. And with that, Robert is now your chip, not chip leader, but your cumulative winnings leader. He's up $740. Mike is the chip leader now at $2,615. He's up $615. Daryl's next in chips at $1,630. He's down $350. Then you got Joey. That's how quick you go from first to last. If you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby. Let's go. So we got Ben in the chat. He's shooting on. He's cheering on the two ladies, shooting on the two ladies. Same. Shame. Flop comes out 643. I'm looking for 5725. Don't see 5725, but we do got a lot of draws out there. Joni's got ace, queen, jack. Backdoor nut flush draw. Oops. And we got to bet $110. We got to call $110. Daryl's going to go ahead and let her go. He's not going to draw too much at that. So we're going to have, if Carrie makes this, she makes the call. Three-way action. $805 in the pot. Carrie versus Kelly versus Kelly versus Joni. Joey's got the 6 high straight. Nope, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can't add. Nobody's got the straight. Joey does have 2 pairs, 64, 53 in Carrie's hand. You always got to root for that 53. That's the best hand in poker. Kelly's got the overpair, king. Look at those eyes. Actions on Carrie, and she checks it up. Gives a free river card up. And I told you, what is the best hand in poker, ladies and gentlemen? What is the best hand in poker? 5-3 is the absolute nuts, and Carrie is holding it. Wins it with the Charlie. Actions first on, I'm trying to see. Joey's under the gun. He's thinking if he can sneak this out, maybe represent a boat. Only problem is he's going to get called right here. He checks it. Kelly's going to check it. Let's see what Carrie does. She's reaching for chips. She says, this many green chips. So it looks to be around $350. That's 3 cows, 1 calf, or it could be 7 calves, however you want to look at it. But once again, 5-3 is the best hand in poker. Carrie pulls it in $1,155 in the pot, and 5-3, ladies and gentlemen, best hand in poker, earns her a $600 profit. You can't make this stuff up. Where else does 5-3 pull in $600? Winner, chicken dinner, stacking them up, going higher than 20 right there. Got to make room for the stack of greens. 2 stacks of 2 fist green. She's 2 fist in the green, 2 fist in the red, just like Joey. Joni's been kind of quiet. She hadn't had a whole lot of love. Let's take a quick look at the VPIP while the cards are being shuffled up and thrown out. Joni's VPIP has dropped, but that's because the hands that she's been getting is terrible. I mean, she hadn't been getting much to play. VPIP stands for voluntary put into pot. And Joni's only put money into the pot 48% of the hand time, just under 1 out of 2 times. Robert, Carrie, Mike, Kelly, they're all sitting in the 56% range. Daryl, a little more active, sitting right around 64%. And your VPIP winner at tonight's game is Joey V, setting at 80%. Continuing that run good from out in Fort Worth this last weekend before last, excuse me, when he pulled in the win in a big O tournament out there, pulled in just north of $8,000, I think almost $9,000. Flop comes out, king of spades, ace of clubs, 10 of hearts. Queen Jack is not sitting pretty in anybody's hand. Nobody's got much, but Joey says, I've got enough. I've got enough to bet it. I got a jack. I'm going to throw out 40, see where I stand, get some of those drawn hands out of there. Looks like an ace-queen bet, just trying to build up that pot. So nobody has been felted tonight. Not one person. Basil, I think your estimation is wrong. Although Kelly only has $335 in her stack, will she get felted before it's all over? Joni's setting light, also $550 in her stack, but there's a couple stacks. One almost at $3,000, one at just shy of $2,000. Two stacks around $1,500. One stack, Joey V's dropped a little bit. He was at $1,600. He's now at $1,235. Then we've got two stacks under $1,000 and one stack under $500. Dealer change, that means single board bomb pot, something to keep the players a little bit of interest at the table. We'll figure out a way to get double board bomb pots on this table. That would be a whole lot of fun. So if you're in the chat, Ben, where you at? I know where Murray's at. I know where Basil's at. Flop comes out. Ace of clubs, three of clubs, jack of clubs. Joni's already got the check mark. She's got the king high flush draw with a pair of kings in the back door. Joey has literally 0% to win this hand. Throws out a bet. King 7 4 6. And I'm pretty sure he just threw out a bet. Yep, bet 20. Action's over on Kelly. She's got a set of threes. She's probably going to call the 20. Joni's just going to make the call. That's where you stand. You limit your losses at a point like this because you don't want to pot it right there and then the board pair on the turn and have to fold it. So she's playing a little conservative. Turn card, a king of spades. Queen 10 is not present in anybody's hand. So Joni checks it with the nuts right now. She's got a set of kings and the nut flush. Joey checks it and Kelly checks it. Kelly does not want to see the board pair though. Queen of clubs on the river, that's going to make it easy. Joni's first act, she's going to have to throw some out there. Nothing can beat her. So she's going to throw a little bit out there. Cry and bet, $100 bill, one cow. Joey's going to let it go. Kelly says, look at this. I flopped a set of threes, and Joni's probably only going to show her the set of kings. Oh, no, she shows her whole hand. Kelly probably says, Jesus, Joni. And Joni's nothing but smiles now, pulling in her pot. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, Joni baloney. These ladies always take care of the dealers. Appreciate that. Appreciate actually all members, West Texas, Texas-wide that visit out our clubs. We wouldn't be who we are without you coming in, so we truly appreciate and anticipate your next visit. We are a customer service establishment, and we look forward to making sure every time you visit, it's a cheers-type environment. You want to go where everybody knows your name. And a lot of the names we know here at KoJack's because they've been regulars for many years. So we do appreciate you guys coming out to KoJack's, coming out to the River League, and coming out to CCC. We love seeing y'all out every day. Let's take a peek over at the Celebrity Card Club free roll tournament and see where they got. I told you anywhere between $4,000 and $6,000 is their average that they run. And they ended up with 42 players in their tournament. Guaranteed $1,000. And didn't we hit the nail on the head? $5,280. First prize in this free roll, $2,000. Second prize, $1,480. Third prize, $840. Fourth place, $470. And fifth place, $430. And just like that, $5,200 is up for grabs over in Odessa, Texas. 42 players, a total of 124 rebuys, 140 add-ons. So action is crazy insane in Odessa. They've got one cash table, 7 players on the waiting list looking to open up their second cash table. Over at KoJack's today, we've got 3 cash tables running just on the brink of a 4th cash table. And it's action. It's time to play poker in West Texas. Carrie's got the check mark, going to increase on her chip stack, but it's time to play poker in West Texas. Not only do we have the mystery bounty tournament coming up, the boys are back in town. And by the boys, I mean the Pump Jacks. By the Pump Jacks, I mean the Permian Basin Poker Series is back in town, October 1st through October 13th. And look at that, $100,000 in guarantees. We've got 10 tournaments spread over 13 days. $5,000 guarantees, $20,000 guarantees, $40,000 guarantees. But the one that I really want y'all to focus on happens on Wednesday, October the 19th. That's the No Limit Hold'em High Roller. We just held a high roller. We've been holding one every month because the players here want the $1,100 high roller tournament. They're begging for it, so we've been bringing it to them. 2 months ago, we brought it. We had $44,000 in the prize pool. Last month, we brought it again, guaranteed 20 again. We had $59,000 in the prize pool. And this one on October the 9th, I promise you, going to be a whole lot bigger. It's going to be in the 70s. We may even get to $100,000 in that tournament. It is going to be crazy. Ads are up on Poker Atlas. It is being spread all across the United States, all across Texas. Everybody knows that the Permian Basin Poker Series is the biggest thing to happen since sliced cheese. Hold on one second. So we had a question about the squares. Somebody just asked, the Cowboys play at 12 o'clock. How are we going to win our money? Well, the way we're going to win the money is KoJack's is opening this Sunday at 12. You can come in. Doors will open about 11:45 a.m. Cash tables will be ready to go. Sit down, sport your favorite jersey. Come on out. Watch the Cowboys. Get your number drawn. Win $400. The first quarter's worth $400. You're sitting in your seat playing cash. You win $400 if your numbers are drawn. If they're not drawn, you still win a $100 bill, but you give up $300. What will happen to that $300 from quarter one? We'll head over to the next week in quarter one. So instead of $250, it's going to be $550. It's going to continue to grow like that to the point where you can't afford to miss it out. KoJack's is giving away money crazy style. So head on out Sunday at 3 p.m. Don't forget also Sunday at 12 p.m. Don't forget Sunday at 3 p.m. Flight of the Mystery Bounty Tournament takes off at 3 p.m. Flight E this Sunday. So we're just about to reach our time for the stream. We've got about 2 more hands in the stream, so hopefully we get some big ones. Carrie looking down. Nobody's got much of anything, but this is where the pots usually get the biggest because you get some people fishing in, and next thing you know, Joey doesn't. Oh, Joey's going to play 5-3. He's not only going to play 5-3, he's going to raise 5-3. Kelly, the bad news for Joey, though, Kelly's got 5-3 in her hand also. Joni, ace, king, 4 deuce. She's got a real hand. She makes the call. And Daryl's got a pretty decent hand. Ace, queen, 8, 6, suited diamonds. Flop comes out ace, 6, 7. Daryl flops 2 pair. Joni flops top pair, top kicker, and Joey's looking for 4. Joey's looking for a lot, but he's gonna continuate. He's gonna keep the pressure on. He's gonna throw out $60, $90 in the pot. Throws out 60 more. That's gonna be enough to get Joni off of it. She's thinking about it, looking at her odds, trying to make it some way happen. It's not going to be a terrible call because she does have the backdoor clubs. She's going to make the call. And Daryl's going to fish on right behind it with 2 pair, ace, 6. He's going to play a little coy. He also, if he knew what Joey was holding diamond-wise, he'd want the diamonds to come. Nobody expects the backdoor diamond draw. Turn card and 8 of clubs. Now Joni's back alive. Oh, staying alive. What's up, Toddy? What's going on, cheap viewers on two? So Joni's back alive with the nut club draw, and Joey doesn't let go of the action. He's representing. He's got it the whole way. Maybe he thinks that Jack 10 is 9-10. But I don't think Joni can go anywhere. 260, she's got the nut draw. And little does she know, if she hits a king, she's in the lead. And that may be enough for Daryl to let it go. Usually when Joni calls, she's not naked. That may be enough for Daryl to let it go. And that's what he's considering right now. He knows Joey likes to splash a little bit. And if Joni wouldn't have made that call, it would have been a snap call from Daryl. He still may call this, but when Joni just makes the smooth call, that raises alarms and says, hey, she may have 5-4. She may have 5-9. Daryl's two pair increased from ace-6 to ace-8. And you see, just by a bet like that with Joey and a call from Joni, Daryl lets go of the best hand. River card is black, is red, is black, is a 7. So just like that, that would have filled Daryl up, and Daryl's gonna he's gonna crap his pants when he sees that Joni wins with ace king. There's not much Joey can do now unless he just bombs the pot. $790 in the pot. Oh, and he surrenders. And Joey says, ace queen, watch Daryl's face. Yeah, you saw the, god dang. And he's sipping on that Texas Burger milkshake, probably chocolate, probably soothing the pain a little bit, but that's $790 that should have been Daryl's. Look at that. He knows it should have been his. But the reason that he folded that, ladies and gentlemen, is because Joey's bet and Joni's call. Joni called with a 6, 7, 8 on the board. He gave her credit for 5-9, 5-4, 9-10, something along those lines right there. And, I mean, he made the right play. You've got to let it go at that point. You can't continue at the drawing phase. And that's what he was doing. He had two pair. He was drawing at a boat, but you can't expect to hit the boat. It's so hard just in general to hit a boat. So, Toddy Todd, where you from? Let us know where you're at, where you're watching from Twitch. Thanks for joining us on Twitch. That's one of my favorite streaming platforms. Love it. Love to watch a lot of Call of Duty gameplay on Twitch. So we got the single board bomb pot. Just a real quick flip. Oh, actually, it's not a single board bomb pot. Everybody played. Holy cow. $30 bet by Daryl. 10, 5, 4, 3. A whole lot of hearts. Carrie's got the nut hearts, though. Daryl's going to pick up on that real fast. Turn card is a 10. So he's now got two pair, 10s and 4s. Carrie's got just the nut draw with a 68. She's looking for a 9 for this 10 high straight. Daryl throws out just one single cow, and Carrie calls. You can see her cards right there. River card is a deuce of hearts, and Daryl gets the check mark, two pair, 10-4. He's not going to bet too much on here. He's going to surrender. See if Carrie has anything. He's going to throw down his 10-4. And his other card's going to go face up with it. So in PLO, you cannot throw two cards up and two cards down. That is not a readable hand. All four cards must be face up on the table to be read, and it's your responsibility to flip them up. If you throw them face down, or dealers in general are going to wait just a few seconds, say, what's your action, sir? Then when you say I call, they're going to tell you it takes 4 cards to play. If you don't flip over all 4 cards, your hand will not play in this game. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the official last hand. We'll talk about the tournaments one more time, but it is 8 p.m. This game runs from 6 to 8 live streamed. We started just a few minutes late today, but from 6 to 8 live streamed, and just know this, it goes on for hours after this, hours, and it gets big. A lot of the sharks that don't like to see their way that they play, wait till then. Kerry looks down, ace of clubs, 3 of clubs. Queen, Jack makes the call. Joey's making the call. Clubs. Oh, he's in trouble with clubs. Pocket 8s with a 4. Kelly's got ace 6, 6, 5 with the nut flush. Joni, Jack 9, 5, deuce. Daryl, queen, queen, 8, 7, hearts in his hand, and Svoboda, the nut flush draw of spades, ace 10, 64. Robert, ace king, nut diamonds. Wow, we got nut hearts, nut spades, nut diamonds, no nut clubs, though. That means the ace of clubs may be coming on the flop. So 3-bet to 60 by Daryl. Call, 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 call. We're going to be 5-way action to the flop. Flop comes out deuce, king, deuce. Nobody has a deuce. One person holds a king. Holy cow. Holy cow. Joey bets it. Nope. Joey bets his cards. He's got nothing. So we got Daryl betting 100, representing that deuce, and we'll give you one more hand. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe something big happens here. And while we're shuffling up and dealing that hand, we're going to talk one more time. Mystery Bounty Tournament happening this Thursday, September 12th, 6 p.m. That's the first of 10 flights. $240 entry, $120 permanent re-entry. $10,000 mystery bounty is in there. One bounty worth $10,000 could be yours if you make the top 18 and knock somebody out. Plus, if you play the tournament and you don't make it to day 3, we've got 5 cash drawings. All you've got to do is be seated in any of the clubs, KoJack's, CCC, or the River League. And if your name's drawn, you just win nothing but a cool $1,000 cash. Don't forget, KoJack's Poker Club opens up this Sunday at 11:40 a.m. No, 11:40 p.m. 11:40 a.m. so you can get your seat and win that Cowboys money. $1,600 is up for grabs if you're sitting in your seat spread over 4 quarters. If you're not in your seat, you can only win 100. So you're going to want to be a piece of it. You're going to want to be part of it. Last hand of the night. Joey looks down. Ace, king, 9-4 hearts. Kelly, queen 9, 44. Joni, 8, 7, 54. All the 4s are dead. Daryl, ace, queen, queen. He has queens again. $60 to make the call. Who raised it up to 60? To City. That was Daryl. Svoboda makes the call. Kerry makes the call. Action's over on Joey. He's thinking about making the call. Joey's down to $1,005. He started with $1,000 in his stack. He's only up, before this hand, he was only up 15. Now he's only up $5. Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. On the last hand of the night, Joey says, I pot it, $425. Now, Daryl knows that doesn't mean aces. Players in PLO will not pot aces like that. He knows Joey's got a hand probably in the range, double suited, double straight draw. And so Kerry looks down, king, 10, 8, deuce. Is she going to get frisky? She's thinking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Kerry's getting frisky with it. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Calling $225. $775 in the pot. This is going to be our last hand of the night, but this may very well be the biggest hand of the night. 3 players to the flop. Flop comes out king, jack, 7, 2 spades. Nobody's got spades in their hand. Kerry pairs her king. Joey's got ace king and Daryl's got ace queen, looking for that back 10 or backdoor clubs. No heart possibilities for Joey or Kerry. Joey's going to be in a little bit of trouble if backdoor clubs come. So it actually goes check, check, check. Free turn card, $775 in the pot. Turn card is a jack. Now, here goes Joey. Joey's grabbing about $135, $130. 85. I'm not even close. Daryl snaps that 85. Kerry, I don't see how she can call this. She's got an 8% chance. She's looking for an 8, a deuce, but no 10. A 10 would give Daryl Broadway. So she's looking for an 8 or a deuce. That's why you see the 4% right there. And look at this. That's going to be trouble for Kerry. Check mark for Joey. Dunsky for Daryl. And Joey bet the turn. He pulls out even a bigger amount of chips, but Carrie's got to be weary here. Carrie knows she only has king 10. She knows king jack's got the boat. She knows king queen beats her. She knows ace king beats her. And Daryl hasn't folded yet. That would be a crazy re-raise if Daryl was to pot this. Look how calm, cool, and collective he is. He's thinking of his move, playing the hand and playing what Joey did in the hand. Scratching that lip, saying, what if I do this? What do I represent? How do I represent that? Daryl's the ultimate mastermind in here. And look at this. He's counting out chips. Oh, he's just counting out a call. He might. Oh, no. I think he's showing strength that he's for sure calling. I would not put it above him to raise $1,000 right here. Oh, he just makes the call. He saw how he splashes around, and just because of that call, Carrie's going to make the call. At that point, Daryl knows he's no good with his queens and kings, and Joey says, I've got ace king. And she's going to say, that's good. Here's my king 10. And those are going to go in the muck. Daryl's cards are going to go in the muck. And just like that, Joey pulls in a beautiful win. He's going to go from $15 up that he started this hand, all of a sudden $1,185 up. And he's now second in chips. So congratulations, Joey. Nice comeback. We've got 3 players in the red, 4 players in the green. And here we go again. Permian Basin Poker Series, October the 1st through October the 13th. Make sure you mark your calendars. Make sure you save the dates. Make sure you talk to Siri if you got an iPhone. I don't know who is Android. Who do you talk to if you got Android? Because you can't say, hey, Siri to Android.
Google?
You say, hey, Google? Oh, that's no fun. Oh, boo Googles. I talk to mine. Mine's my best friend. But Permian Basin Poker Series, save the dates, October the 1st through the 13th. It's going to be big. 10 events spread over 13 days. Going to be huge, but before that, before you get ready, get set, go on that, we've got the 3-club Mystery Bounty Tournament. KoJack's, Celebrity, and the River League all participating in this. Top 18 players will receive bounties. One bounty will be worth that beautiful $10,000 bill. So make sure you mark your calendars, save the dates. We've got 10 flights of this, September the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, with 2 flights on the 14th. Then next week, we got 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, with 2 on the 21st. Then you come back on Friday, September the 27th for the Day 2 festivities. Those Day 2 festivities will include a lot of cash play, a lot of prizes, and just a grand old time. We'll probably have a little Calcutta for Day 2. And if you've never been part of KoJack's Calcutta, it's something that you do not want to miss because it's going to be juicy. But from all of us here at KoJack's, we thank you for tuning in today. We hope you come out and see us for the Mystery Bounty or the Permian Basin Poker Series, or if you're crazy like me, come out for both of them. But from all